Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, and welcome to a report that will leave you on the edge of your seat, your heart pounding with a mix of awe and sheer terror. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into the electrifying world of high-stakes entertainment, where the line between breathtaking artistry and absolute disaster blurs with every toss, every spin, and every razor-sharp blade. We're talking about a moment on one of the biggest stages in television that had judges, audience, and millions of viewers worldwide collectively holding their breath. A spectacle so audacious, so incredibly dangerous that it defied belief. This wasn't just a performance, it was a heart-stopping gamble. A dance with destiny where a single misstep could have had catastrophic consequences. We'll bring you every nail-biting detail, the gasps, the screams, and the incredible audacity of performers who push the boundaries of human possibility. This is not just news, it's an adrenaline rush, a testament to the raw courage and precision that defines true showmanship, even when it flirts dangerously close with the abyss, the glittering stage of America's Got Talent. Typically a crucible for dreams and dazzling displays of skill, transformed into a veritable arena of danger this past Tuesday. The air was thick with a palpable tension, a hush falling over the audience as two figures stepped into the spotlight, their presence commanding and their intentions clear, to push the boundaries of what most would consider sane. These were not newcomers to this grand stage, but familiar faces, the Messoudi Brothers, returning for an act so audacious, so inherently fraught with peril, that it redefined the very meaning of high-stakes entertainment. Their goal? To juggle razor-sharp knives, not just with precision, but with an added layer of complexity that sent shivers down the spine, simultaneously taking off and putting back on their tailored suits, all while deadly blades whizzed through the air around them. The audacity of it all was almost too much to comprehend, and by the end of their performance they had not just entertained, but truly stunned the panel of seasoned judges, leaving them in a state of bewildered admiration. For Oushu Milby, the sharp-witted judge renowned for her blunt honesty and discerning eye, the performance was a revelation. Her reaction encapsulated a collective awe and terror felt by everyone in the room. "Can I just say," she began, her voice tinged with a mixture of disbelief and genuine admiration. "Having seen you before, I didn't think you'd be able to top it. And it was really frightening." Her words carried significant weight, highlighting the immense leap in danger and daring that the brothers had undertaken since their previous appearance. This wasn't a mere repeat, it was an escalation, a dangerous evolution of their craft that left even the most jaded of judges genuinely rattled. The Messoudi Brothers are not strangers to the bright lights and immense pressure of the America's Got Talent stage. Their first foray into the NBC reality competition was back in 2019 during season 14. Back then, their act was a stunning display of acrobatics, performed with a third brother, a dynamic trio that captivated audiences and judges alike. Their incredible strength, agility, and intricate human pyramids propelled them deep into the competition, ultimately seeing them reach the coveted semifinals. They were already established as formidable performers, known for their precision and daring. However, the act they brought to the stage on the second episode of season 20 was of an entirely different, far more perilous caliber. Stepping onto the stage, brothers Sofiane and Karim took a moment to address the absence of their third brother, Yassin. Their explanation was simple yet poignant and spoke volumes about the escalating danger of their new routine. Yassin now has 2 children. The responsibilities of fatherhood, the inherent need to prioritize safety and stability led him to make the understandable yet undoubtedly difficult decision to sit out this particular, far more dangerous iteration of their family act. This detail immediately underscored the gravity of what Sofiane and Karim were about to attempt. It wasn't just a performance. It was a conscious choice to embrace a level of risk that one of their own, for the sake of his family, had opted to forego. This pre-performance revelation only served to heighten the tension in the room, creating an atmosphere charged with a mix of anticipation and trepidation. The audience knew instinctively that they were about to witness something truly extraordinary and potentially truly terrifying, and it was indeed even more dangerous than anyone could have imagined. The brothers began their act with a mastery that was both mesmerizing and unnerving. They didn't just juggle knives, they tossed them around with an almost nonchalant ease, as if the razor-sharp blades were nothing more than harmless rubber balls. The air around them became a dizzying ballet of gleaming steel, each blade spinning, rotating, and arcing with a terrifying grace. The sound of the knives whistling through the air, occasionally punctuated by the thud of a handle being caught, added another layer of sensory intensity to the performance. The audience and the judges alike were transfixed, unable to tear their eyes away from the perilous dance unfolding before them. It was a spectacle of raw skill, unwavering focus, and an almost reckless abandon that demanded absolute attention. But then, the act escalated, moving beyond mere knife juggling into an entirely new realm of complexity and danger. As the blades continued to fly, the brothers began the second unthinkable part of their routine. They started to, quote, take off their tailored suits. This wasn't a slow, deliberate undressing. It was a fluid, almost impossible maneuver, requiring them to shed their jackets and then their shirts, all while maintaining the intricate pattern of the juggling knives. The precision required for this alone was astounding. Imagine trying to remove a tightly fitted jacket while constantly moving, maintaining spatial awareness and simultaneously catching and throwing multiple spinning pointed objects. It defied logic, it defied physics, and it certainly defied common sense. The audience, already on the edge of their seats, responded with an almost guttural roar of amazement when the brothers dramatically peeled off their jackets, revealing their muscular physiques beneath. The crowd went absolutely crazy, erupting in a cacophony of cheers, screams, and applause. It was a visceral reaction to an act that seemed to defy the very limits of human coordination and nerve. Yet amidst this whirlwind of seemingly impossible feats, a moment of profound tension seized the entire auditorium as one brother, with blades still flying around him, attempted to put his jacket back on. There was a visible, almost imperceptible struggle. For a fleeting, agonizing second, his movement seemed less fluid, his focus perhaps fractionally disturbed. There was a collective gasp from the audience, a sudden sharp intake of breath that echoed through the otherwise raucous cheers. Illusion of effortless perfection momentarily shattered, replaced by the stark reality of the immense danger involved. Was he about to miss a knife? Would a blade find its mark on his exposed arm, or worse, his face? The stakes were impossibly high, and for that brief moment, the possibility of catastrophe hung heavy in the air. The gasp wasn't just a sound, it was a shared realization of the razor-thin margin for error that these performers were operating within. It was a chilling reminder that this wasn't CGI, it wasn't a trick of the light. These were real blades, real people, and very real consequences. But just as quickly as the moment of struggle appeared, it vanished. The brother regained his composure, the jacket slipped into place with a triumphant flick, and the seamless, terrifying ballet of blades resumed. The relief in the room was palpable, dissolving the collective gasp into a renewed wave of thunderous applause and cheers. Having completed their dizzying, death-defying feat, the Messoudi Brothers, in a spontaneous burst of exhilaration, solidified their triumph with a classic, heartwarming gesture. They celebrated by performing the iconic Dirty Dancing Lift, a move synonymous with joy, victory, and partnership. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated elation, a stark contrast to the nail-biting tension that had just preceded it. This sudden pivot from extreme danger to an expression of pure joy encapsulated the very essence of their performance, pushing boundaries, facing fear head-on, and then reveling in the triumph. The reactions from the judges, beyond Mel B's initial candid admission, further cemented the brothers' extraordinary achievement. Sofia Vergara, known for her expressive reactions and infectious enthusiasm, was visibly stunned, her wide eyes and hand-to-mouth gestures speaking volumes about her astonishment. Howie Mandel, who often the most cautious and visibly nervous judge when it comes to dangerous acts, was clearly impressed, his usual apprehension replaced by genuine awe. And then there was Simon Cowell, the notoriously difficult-to-please arbiter of talent, whose stoic demeanor often gives little away. Even he, the master of the critical eye, was visibly captivated. His nod of approval, his focused gaze throughout the act, and his eventual smile indicated a profound level of respect for the sheer audacity and skill on display. The unified admiration from all four judges, each with their distinct personalities and criteria, underscored the universal impact of the Messoudi Brothers' performance. They hadn't just put on a show, they had delivered a masterclass. In controlled chaos, a spectacle that transcended mere entertainment and ventured into the realm of the truly unforgettable. However, as captivating as the act was, and as triumphant as its conclusion appeared, there was a hidden detail, a subtle imperfection that underscored the immense danger they courted. In the frenzy of the performance, amidst the blur of spinning knives and rapid clothing changes, one of the brothers had indeed sustained a minor yet telling casualty. His jacket had been sliced. It wasn't a dramatic gash, but a distinct cut, a tangible mark of the razor-thin margin for error they were operating within. This slight imperfection, however, rather than detracting from the performance, only seemed to enhance its legend. It served as irrefutable proof that this was not an illusion, not a trick of the light, but a genuinely dangerous act where the consequences of a misstep were very real. The cut on the jacket became a badge of honor, a testament to the raw, unfiltered peril of their craft. It was the kind of detail that turns a great performance into an unforgettable one, a moment where the audience is reminded that they are witnessing something truly extraordinary, something that pushes the very limits of human skill and courage. The brothers in their post-performance interviews were remarkably sanguine about the incident. They saw it not as a failure, but as an inherent part of the high-wire act they performed. Their philosophy is simple. When you dance with danger, sometimes danger leaves its mark. Made it even better, one of the brothers was quoted as saying, a testament to their unflappable demeanor and their understanding that imperfections can sometimes amplify the perceived risk and therefore the thrill for the audience. This casual acceptance of a near miss, a tangible reminder of the razor-sharp stakes, only served to deepen the audience's appreciation for their courage and precision. It wasn't a slip, it was a consequence, a visible testament to the inherent danger that made their act so breathtakingly unique. This kind of casual bravery, the acceptance of risk as part of the job, is what separates true daredevils from mere performers, and it resonated deeply with the judges and the audience, adding another layer of authenticity to their already astonishing act. The return of the Messoudi Brothers to America's Got Talent for season 20 was a highly anticipated event for fans of the show, many of whom remembered their impressive acrobatic feats from season 14. But few could have predicted the sheer escalation in danger and intensity they would bring. Their decision to pivot from acrobatics to knife juggling and then to combine it with the seemingly impossible task of clothing manipulation was a bold strategic move. It demonstrated an understanding of what it takes to not just get noticed, but to genuinely shock and awe a global audience that has seen it all. In the hyper-competitive world of reality talent competitions, simply being good isn't enough. One must continually innovate, continually push boundaries, and continually raise the stakes. The Messoudi Brothers did exactly that, proving that their talent is not static but evolving, always striving for the next level of audacious showmanship. Their act was not just about skill, it was about narrative, about the journey of performers who are willing to risk it all to achieve true greatness, leaving an indelible mark on the memories of those who witnessed their terrifying artistry. The broader implications of such an act extend beyond mere entertainment. They delve into the psychology of risk, the allure of danger, and the collective human fascination with individuals who defy conventional limits. Why do audiences gravitate towards acts that flirt so closely with peril? Is it a primal instinct, a vicarious thrill that allows us to experience danger without actually facing it? Or is it a profound admiration for the courage, the years of dedication, and the unwavering focus required to perform such feats flawlessly? The Messoudi Brothers, by slicing their jacket, inadvertently provided a raw, unvarnished answer to these questions. They showed that danger isn't just an illusion, it's a very real element woven into the fabric of their performance. And it is precisely that reality, that fleeting moment where perfection almost slips into disaster, that elevates their act from mere skill to something truly extraordinary, something that resonates deeply with the human spirit's enduring fascination with the extraordinary. The return of the Messoudi Brothers also highlighted the evolving landscape of America's Got Talent itself. The show continually seeks out acts that can surprise, acts that can go viral, and acts that can leave a lasting impression. Their appearance in season 20 with an act far more dangerous than their previous one signaled a conscious decision to lean into the more thrilling and high-risk elements of the competition. It was a clear message to aspiring performers. To truly stand out, you need to be not just talented, but fearless, innovative, and willing to push the very limits of what is considered possible on live television. The show thrives on these moments of heart-stopping tension, on the gasps and screams from the audience, because these are the moments that translate into unforgettable television. Moments that are replayed, discussed, and shared across social media, cementing the show's status as a cultural phenomenon. The Messoudi Brothers, with their sliced jacket and their triumphant Dirty Dancing lift, delivered precisely that, ensuring their place as one of the most talked about acts of the season. The aftermath of their performance was a whirlwind of interviews, praise, and continued discussion about the razor-thin margin of error. The brothers, accustomed to the inherent dangers of their profession, took it all in stride. Their focus always was on the next performance, the next level of challenge. They understood that the audience's collective gasp was not a sign of fear for them, but rather a testament to the thrill they provided. It was a shared experience, a temporary plunge into controlled chaos from which everyone emerged exhilarated. The America's Got Talent stage provided the perfect platform for their unique blend of artistry and peril, allowing them to showcase their skills to an unprecedented global audience. Their journey from the semifinals in season 14 to this breathtaking return in season 20 is a testament to their relentless pursuit of perfection, their willingness to evolve, and their unwavering commitment to pushing the boundaries of what is possible in live performance. The sliced jacket, far from being a flaw, became a narrative enhancement, a whispered detail that underscored the raw, unscripted danger of their craft, cementing their act as one of the most unforgettable moments in the show's history. It was a performance that didn't just entertain, it captivated, terrified, and ultimately left an audience in awe of their sheer audacity and unparalleled skill. And with that, we conclude our deep dive into one of the most heart-stopping moments witnessed recently on the grand stage of America's Got Talent. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the most captivating performances are those that flirt with the very edge of possibility. We'll be keeping a close eye on these daring performers as they continue their journey. Thank you for joining us. Good day.